Okay, so here's the John Deere G110, and you can see I put LED lights on the front of it and on the back to replace the lights that are just, I think one of them worked, but they're so dim they're just like useless. And I like to mow late in the summertime because it's not quite as hot. But anyway, so these lights are like crazy bright. The deck is a 54-inch cut. Let me get my fingers out of the way. I got this little C-clamp on the seat switch just so that I can climb off of it with it running. That's just the way I did it anyway. And there's the lights on the back. It's got this little ball hitch. This ball hitch on the back of this thing's been just like that since I bought the lawnmower. I bought this lawnmower in 2013. When we had bought a house, or were getting ready to buy a house that had a half an acre lot, and anyway, so it's just like it was when I bought it, basically. Gas tank's underneath the seat, and it's got a see-through gas, I don't know what you want to call it, that is pretty well weathered over. It's kind of hard to tell. You can look in the gas tank easier than trying to figure out looking through that. But has cruise control. If you have a lot of long straight stretches or whatever, you can set your speed with your foot and lift that lever right there, and that will keep your lawnmower going steady. I think it automatically resets whenever you hit the stop, whatever foot bar on the left hand side. That's the PTO. It's got 800 and something hours on it. Like I said, I've really not done anything to it except I did put a new air filter on it, a new fuel filter, and a new oil filter. Changed the oil, of course, and put a brand new battery in. Again, that was in 2013. This battery, I just cleaned it up today. The posts were a little corroded, and so I had it on the charger. It's probably going to need to be replaced. It's a miracle to get 5 years out of a outdoor battery like that. This thing has been stored in a garage. By the way, you can see this thing's cold. I'm going to do a cold start here in a minute. Anyway, it's been in the garage all its life since I got it. When I bought it, it was sitting out in a pasture, and I have to. You can see some plugs sticking out of the back tires. I plug the tires to try to keep them from leaking, but the back tires still leak. So I fire up the compressor every time I get on it and air it back up. I did put new blades and new spindles. You can see I drew a diagram of the belt pattern down there when I was doing that work. So all the spindles are relatively new, and the blades are relatively new. And the belt is the belt that was on it when I bought it, but I do have an extra belt for it, which I bought with the tune-up kit. So I just figured might as well buy a belt whenever I bought all the rest of that stuff. And so to start it, you push the switch or left pedal all the way down. You can lock it down by lifting that. I'll give it some throttle, put the choke on, and it should start right up. Okay, anyway, so kind of hard to talk while that thing was running, but anyway, hopefully you could tell that I engaged the PTO. I tried to engage it with the stop pedal lockdown, which it won't do. Had to release the stop pedal, and then I engaged the PTO, and you saw the belt, the pulley spinning around, and hopefully you figured out what that was. Anyway, that's it. It's been a good lawnmower. I'm sure it'll last whoever buys this thing many, many years.